Your country 1039 KGRT. That's Russell Dickerson for you. Blue Tacoma.
By the farmers and crafts markets of Las Cruces. Fresh produce, bread, meat, honey, food trucks, handmade art, music, and more. Every Saturday and Wednesday, 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. downtown Las Cruces.
Must be Monday. Got a button. Hey, it's time for our question of the day, brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces. And, when I think about it, the question of the day would be pretty good for a Farmers Market Day. Absolutely. If you can imagine, picture this in your mind, a day with no calories. And no, I'm not saying that you don't eat anything all day. That would be goofy. No, I'm talking about a day where calories didn't count and it didn't matter. Yeah. Basically, no food is off limits. Whatever you could eat or whatever you wanted to eat, you can go for it. If you got a sweet tooth, you wanted to go for all the sweets that day, hey, go for it. If you are a meat guy going for the steaks and whatever else red meat you can get for you, no limits, all there for you. So the scenario is you've got the whole day. My question for you, if calories didn't count and no food was off limits, what would your perfect day of eating look like? Yeah. For me, breakfast, obviously, got to go with the breakfast burrito, kind of loaded in there for sure. And on the side, calories don't matter, right? On the side, fresh made buttermilk waffles, loaded with butter in each of those little holes with a little bit of syrup on there. Oh, that would be the perfect breakfast for me. Lunch, gonna be honest, probably gonna go for the pizza for lunch, right? Yeah. Maybe a few snacks in between. I'm not gonna go crazy. I'm not really much of a cake or a sweets guy, but I wouldn't mind the more beef jerky in there. That would be good. And dinner, got to be a steak for me. I don't know. That's my perfect day of what I could eat if the calories didn't count, if no food was off limits, and if, my doctor wouldn't be staring at me, basically over the shoulder of every person I talk to while I'm eating. Yeah, that would make me feel guilty about it. But, like I said, calories don't count. No food is off limits. What would your perfect day of eating be like? That is our question of the day. Think about it. Let me know your answers. You can call them in. You can text them in at 575-523-5478. And, of course, we are live on our social media pages, so you can just leave your comments, right? And that way we can all share what our perfect day would be like if the calories did not count. Yeah, what would your perfect day of eating be like? Obviously, I would enjoy breakfast and dinner the most. Actually, no, I would enjoy all of it. I would enjoy all of it. Or maybe all those snacks, some Flamin' Hot, like chips, stuff like that. Yeah, anyway, let me know your answers for our question of the day, brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces. Definitely making sure all the buttons are pushed now. And we are golden. So, yeah, if you had that whole day, Now, no calories, so, you can go ahead and eat what you want. We'll just imagine that it still gives you energy, even though there are no calories. And it would just be going with all of your favorites, maybe some stuff you just have every once in a while. Oh, I almost forgot. I'm definitely throwing in some nice classic cheesecake in there for sure. Maybe dipped in chocolate. I don't know. That would be fun. But, what would that be like for one day that you kind of eat what you want? Is it like hitting all the fast food favorites that you want? Maybe going from place to place, just getting all of your favorites? Or, I don't know. I mean, because it kind of depends. Like I said, there are some places that I'd like to eat, or some things that I'd like to eat that I don't get a chance to every once in a while. But it's not necessarily bad for me. Maybe if calories didn't count and my taste buds weren't all that great, I'd eat vegetables all day. Probably not, but no, I'm going for all the stuff that tastes good. So, see, that's what thing is, though. You have so many different favorites, you kind of limit it. But you have the whole day, so, and calories don't count. So, snacks? Probably run out of money before I run out of things to eat. Oh man, so many different things and so many good things to eat. But let me know your answers for our question of the day. If calories didn't count and no food was off limits, what would your perfect day of eating like? Maybe you get, like I said, get all your favorites, do a fast food run on all of your favorites there. Maybe some of the stuff you did to eat every once in a while for a special occasion, you're just going to go for it that day. Or maybe, just maybe, you're adventurous and you want to try foods that you've never tried before because calories are like have no limits right there, right? So, yeah, I don't know. Many ways that you can go with this one, but let me know your answers. Call them in, text them in 575-523-KGRT. That's 575-523-5478. And of course, you can always leave your comments down below as well. Let's see. Somebody said cream cheese hot cakes with strawberries for breakfast. Shrimp linguine for lunch. Nice. And then steak, baked potato, asparagus for dinner, Boston cream cake for dessert. That sounds like a good day for sure. Definitely going to sleep well that night. And and don't forget the margaritas. Somebody else said ice cream 3 times a day. It's ice cream all day long. Well, you can get savory ice cream, so that'll work out there for you. That would go on the adventurous side, though, I think. But once again, let me know your answers. Call them in, text them in 575-523-KGRT. Leave your comments down below for our question of the day. If calories didn't count, no food was off limits, what would your perfect eating day look like? Yeah. In the meantime, let's go ahead and see what's going on in and around the world. A new survey by Midday says that 66% of men rely on the women in their life to pick out their ties, shirts, suits, and even their shoes. Sometimes not by choice, really. Spirit Airlines passengers' loyalty points can be redeemed for free Papa John's pizzas through a new promotion called Skies to Pies because, of course, Spirit does not exist anymore, and all those points are just, well, they're just there. So Papa John's is taking advantage of that. FIFA has tripled the price of its best World Cup final tickets to $32,970. FIFA President Gianni Infantino defended the prices, saying, "We have to look at the market. We are in a market in which entertainment is most developed in the world." So basically, he's saying, Americans have money. Let's take some. Sport says Italian meatball Pringles have hit the store shelves. Interesting. I actually saw a flavor of chips out there called Argentine steak flavor, and I was tempted, but I still went with the flaming hot. Let's see. The Gamer says officially licensed Pokemon toilet paper is out. So if you don't like Pokemon, I guess that works out. Let's see. Thieves recently broke into an Indianapolis shop where they stole $10,000 to $15,000 worth of graded Pokemon cards. That's right. Forget about the jewels. Forget about the precious metals. Go for the Pokemon cards. If they're graded, that means that there's a record of that grade and who got them graded. So probably pretty easy to track those. I'm just saying, probably pretty easy to track those. Friends, we are looking for answers for our question of the day. Today actually happens to be National Eat What You Want Day, which is what inspired the question. So on National Eat What You Want Day, if calories didn't count and no food was off limits, what would your perfect day of eating look like? I know a friend of mine would probably put chocolate on everything and call it a day, right? But what about you? Let me know your answers for our question of the day, brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces.